everyone. This is me again, Zahra Jawad. So, my previous live stream earlier on today, I left off somewhere here. I think it was here after reading these ayats, right? That the idol worshippers, what we are told in the Quran ayats, some Quran ayats have uh, put here, like the Surah Baqarah 170 and 170 ayat, and Surah Zukhruf, I think this is chapter 43 of the Quran, 19, 20, 21, 22. So here again we found the verse says, nay, they say we found our fathers following a certain religion, and we do guide ourselves by their footsteps. So this is where I left uh, you all and the live stream, my live stream on YouTube. Back here, so we'll be discussing my findings on this. So I might crack up because at times when reading, I've been laughing and all that in a funny mood, somehow very disturbed and distressed to find this as I see it. Then you decide whether it is the truth that I see. So, as again, I'll just go back. So, you know what this is, right? It is about the true religion, what is, and how I could not find answers in my religion through the Quran ayats and all. I was quite confused. So, again, God talks to Moses from the fire. So about this also, when I was a Shia, I used to, uh, when I realized that I want to go deeper into truth, as a Shia even. Um, so wondering, so I had a problem with the reincarnation. So when I found this, no, whenever I'd remembered this Surah Taha verse about the Samiri caste, I would get really confused and, scared also. What is the soul then? Because the conditioning of the Samiri uh, had him, later on worship the calf because God was testing him. But he says it's stated in the Quran that he says, my soul uh, suggested to me. So, what is the soul and what is? So, I went through all those things. Then, what is the spirit? It took years and years until right now. I was in a mess, not understanding much, but here we are. Sorry, I have to move this. Let me go back. Self discovery of the truth, or true religions, or whatever you may call it, the universal truth. So, why I had to do this self discovery? Uh, the reasons that I have given, that I was lost in my own religion. I couldn't find the origin of everything, and what is the soul? The soul is prone to, evil, as stated in the Quran. We are told. So, where is that soul is spirit? The soul, the Quran states that it's prone to evil. Surah Yusuf, 53. So I couldn't be satisfied with all. Just I had to go deeper. Sorry, excuse me. Uh, and reached finding, going deeper, digging. You know, so finding discrepancies in the Quran, the verses in the Quran, Surah Azab, verse 37 didn't make sense to me. I had to look deeper. What was the wisdom of God in that? As I was told that there was a wisdom of God in that verse and the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad also. Okay, what I've come here finding recently, lately. So God talks to Moses from the fire, right? And since I found that verse recently, reminded that they were killed, the calf worshippers. They were asked to repent and then they were also asked to kill themselves. So it didn't make sense to me that now it was not making sense to me that God would kill someone because they worshipped a calf. Now the religious people, Muslims and all, Shia, Sunnis both, could say that all this reason, right? Because he can't accept lies against the true reality, which he is. He says in the Quran, it's stated in ayats, Surah 31, ayat 30, then Surah 22, ayat 62, Surah 23, ayat 116, and etc. But just a few I've put here that he's the true reality. And it's not because he's jealous, I was explained. It's not like in the Bible, sometimes it sounds or, something that the God, the angry God and the jealous God or this God or that God, right? He cannot take it. And he can't accept that anyone be associated with him. Uh, but here we are told, right? It's no, in the Quran it's stated that there's another messenger who has power with the Lord of the throne. And remember, if any problem with this, the Lord of the throne is Allah, of course. It's stated in Surah 23, ayat 116 of the Quran. So I haven't given the whole uh, ayat here, but just the Lord of the throne is stated in the ayat. Are the idol worshippers doing this in defiance of the one true God reality? To find that out also. And was it in defiance or was it their conditioning, their habit of following forefathers blindly? Their forefathers and other verses also in the Quran that they don't have, they're just, okay, this one I went by quickly on my previous live stream. Quran, so before that, forefathers, they're just, following blindly, uh, habitually conditioned, arrogant, and whatever the Quran has called them. You can find out, right? And so this Quran ayat, Surah Baqarah, verse 170, and when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say, rather we will follow that which we found our fathers doing, even though their fathers understood nothing. We're told that the fathers understood nothing, nor were they guided. So they were very ignorant people, they were stubborn, and all this. The Quran ayats, you can search out more and find out. There are more on this. But more I can find out from the present idol worshippers, i.e., Hindus, Buddhists, and Jains. What is fire and what is the soul? So, little knowledge of the spirit we have given you, And I could not rely on this verse, ask the people of the message, if you do not know, you know, why should I go there? I had my own reasons that I had to ask the other party. I have to go to the Hindus, and thank God the Hindus are there here, the country in Hindustan or Bharat or India. So I went to search, but didn't go to India. Just the internet came, and everything is now on all that information. Everything is on our fingertips, just a click on the internet. But had to ask the idol worshippers too if they had any knowledge and guidance and where this came from to them. To my surprise. So also seeping through the Quran verses, I recently found clues from ayats on the Samiri caste against Moses and his one true God about the fire, and draw an inference since the Quran lacks in full knowledge about the spirit, or about things, other things also, for example. So I had to infer. What I found, I'm in a shock. I'm not able to express myself also clearly. So the soul, this I've done. What is important? Look at this here again. This surah. Moses wants to see God. There was so I found something lacking here uh, in the Quran ayahs. Moses wants to see God, or something strange happening. But God doesn't kill him. God is not so angry at him. He does give him, you know, a lesson to learn, and he goes in a swoon. He faints, and then he recovers, we are told. But he does not die. On the other hand, in Surah Baqarah, verse 55 to 56, we're told, Moses, but the others killed and then given life. Those with Moses, those who wanted to see God, they were killed and then given life. So Moses was forgiven, it seems. Yeah, so he says, to you I turn in repentance, and I am the foremost among those who believe. So this is, okay, here, Surah Araf, verse 143, Quran, we're told he's forgiven, even though he wants to see the face of God. And then, but when he came to the fire, a voice was heard. You see, here there's a clue. So I went to Agni, the fire god. I had to do my own research. So online I found, Wikipedia is there, Encyclopedia Britannica is there. So they gave me a lot of information on Agni. God talks to Moses from the fire. And so here, look, these Quran ayats, 8 and 9 of Surah 27. I think it's Namal or Nahal. Namal, most probably. Sorry. So Surah 27, just to be on the safe side. I keep forgetting. 27 must be Namal, right? Surah 27 just must be or is. I have to be very, very careful here. Namal, yes. Surah Namal, right? So the ant verse. Okay, Moses, verily I am Allah. So you see, but when he came to the fire, a voice was heard. Blessed are those in the fire and those around and glory to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. I wanted to know more about this fire. Lo and behold, to my shock, on Agni, the Hindu goddess of fire, a lot of information is available in the ancient Hindu scriptures. And I found this online about Agni. Anything else? Why am I quoting? And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say, rather we follow. Again, I'm quoting like what our fathers. But now taking it from here, the Hindu goddess, why I went to find out about Agni. So you can see this Quran ayats about those idol worshippers. I don't know of what time. Thus, I found that the idol worshippers have holy scriptures and they don't follow their forefathers blindly, but that they have a lineage, like the lineage of Abraham, Moses, etc., as is stated in the Quran ayats. You see, however, I also detected through close examination of the Quran verses about the calf worshippers and Allah speaking to Moses using the fire, that fire must have some great, excuse me, that fire, using the fire, that fire must have some great capacity. Although the Quran verse in Surah Nur tells us that God is the light of the heavens and the earth, He chose fire to talk to Moses. Why? We're not told this. So I had to do my own research now that it is available and all this. I did some reading online about Agni, the fire god of the Hindus, and found this in Encyclopedia Britannica. Number one, so I've copied this from some of it. Some of it, if I could change a little bit, I could. So from Encyclopedia Britannica, can you see this? He's number one. He is equally the fire of the sun, of lightning, and of both the domestic and the sacrificial hearth. As the divine personification of the fire of sacrifice, he is the mouth of the gods. The mouth of the gods. And in the Quran ayat, we're told Moses, God spoke to Moses and said, blessed is this fire. And blessed are the things around the fire. What does he say? Exact. Blessed are those in the fire, and those around. And glory to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. So some mess up I felt, and now I could see it has taken place by these messengers and their, books and all this, holy scriptures. He's equally the fire of the son of lightning. Okay, I read this. So where did I stop? He is the mouth Agni, God of fire. He is the mouth of the gods, the carrier of the oblation, and the messenger between the human and the divine orders. You can read in detail about Agni in Encyclopedia Britannica. Another interesting thing I found is here. More details are given about Agni, the fire god, in World History Encyclopedia. But what's important for us to know for this topic is that Agni is also considered as omnipresent, knows the thoughts of all people, and is a witness of all important actions. So now you know what a witness can be. Fire can be a witness. Anyways, if you don't think that, if you think pure awareness is it, so that we can say for ourselves, a little bit of pointing and meditation. Agni is also considered as omnipresent, knows the thoughts of all people, and is a witness of all important actions. This Agni is considered as the son of the celestial waters. If you read the whole explanation in world history in encyclopedia how this fire is, right? You will understand this ayah 80 in Surah Yasin. The same the same who produces for you fire out of the green tree, when behold, you kindle therewith your own fires. English translation, Yusuf Ali. I chose Yusuf Ali because that's what I used to read before sometime. Like, yeah, when I was a Shia also, uh, but so you kindle therewith your own fires. Yeah, Yusuf Ali translation. So I used to wonder, you kindle your own fire. Anyways, there are different, you kindle your own stove fire. There are different translations of this ayat about this, whether you kindle your own fires or what. So now, if you want to see the World History Encyclopedia, I wonder if so this is all from this part, you know, is, but the Surah Yasin, no, except for that ayat. This is from the World History Encyclopedia. So I'm going to just take a moment now to let this sink in. It could be very shocking. Witness Jains from Wikipedia, I found out Jains say that Agni has something to do with our soul. They believe in the soul. So so now you take a moment to let this sink into you. And so I don't have to infer or give you that shocking thing that Samiri versus Moses, right? What my findings are and what my contemplations were, and how I could see the horrifying truth that this fire that spoke to Moses could be Agni. And it's not that one true God. I don't know what happened to the messengers, what happened to them. So, we've been so brainwashed and so averse to idol worshipping for many, many years. Even the Jews, Christians. So it's going to take time for this to sink in. Fire. Anyways, if you dispute with me about or disagree with me, you may. But one thing is clear, that we have more information on the fire uh, through Hindu texts, scriptures, sorry, ancient Hindu scriptures. We have more information. And if you just say kun fayakun and God is the best creator, Surah Yasin after 80, you will understand. So Surah 80, Surah Yasin verse 80, the same who produces for you fire out of the green tree, when behold you kindle therewith your own fires. Is he not the great? Can he not create? Let me see Surah Yasin. So he's the great creator. This is Britannica Encyclopedia. No, this is World History, sorry. Encyclopedia. I opened it in my other tab. So where did I open Surah? No, I did not open Surah Yasin. And thus he says to it, be, and it is. But this information is a lot from the Hindu side. As the divine personification. Okay, let me show you. Maybe I opened. Did I open? Oh, here is Surya Yasin. I opened it here. So you see, it is He who made for you from the green tree fire, and then from it you ignite. Or Abul Ala Maududi, a fire to light your stoves with. 81. Is not He who created the heavens and the earth able to create the likes of them? Yes, it is so. And He is the knowing Creator. These are end ayats of Surah Yasin. His command is only when He intends a thing that He says to it, be, and it is. Kun fayakun. So exalted is He, in whose hand is the realm of all things. And is the realm of all things. And to Him you will be returned. So He also has to use things like hands and all this. I think this ayat, this part, sorry if I may be too bold enough to give my contemplations. And the same who produces for you fire. So, you know, Agni produces this. Let me show you what Agni does and why the green tree that you kindle therewith your own fires. Let me see if I have saved here the word Agni Wikipedia. No, I haven't saved here. So Agni the fire. Agni, Agni in so let me quickly show you this. Um in this worldhistory.org, right, is written here. You see, Agni is the son of the celestial waters. And that element is closely connected with fire, which is thought to be carried down to earth within rain. From there, fire is drawn up by vegetation. And so when two sticks are rubbed together, fire appears. Agni is also responsible for lightning, which is born from the god's union with the cloud goddess. Another fire Agni is associated with is the funeral pyre. In this role, he leads the dead to their final judgment by Yama, ruler of the underworld. But what is important now for this is this part, only this. Agni is the son of the celestial waters, and that element is closely connected with fire, which is thought to be carried down to earth within rain. From there, fire is drawn up by vegetation. And so when two sticks, wooden sticks, right? Or, you know, cut the tree, two sticks are rubbed together, fire appears, they say. So not only stones, but when two sticks are rubbed together, fire appears. Do you see now? This explains, thank you, worldhistory.org. All right, this is World History Encyclopedia. Protector of humanity, sun, lightning. So what I found here. So back to, where shall I take you? Okay, and Wikipedia, Agni, you can please search all these. And where's Encyclopedia Britannica? I haven't opened it here. So sorry, Suri, Sure. Yasin, the same who produces for you fire out of the green tree. And I used to wonder, how does fire come out of the green tree? The same who produces for you fire. Let's say he creates fire for you or produce. No, no, he's bringing out for you fire out of the green tree. What a great. He's the best creator. He just says kun for you kun. But look at what the Hindus have given us. Sorry, I don't mean to make fun, but this, it's been years of brainwashing, years of lies, uh, not being able to understand even the Quran ayats. Maybe this has come from the pagan Arab idol worshippers. Because I haven't found anything like this in the Bible, even. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. That the Bible says that fire comes out of is produced from the green tree. The same who produces for you fire out of the green tree. So it's more like the Hindus, don't you think, have explained to us what fire is? So Encyclopedia Britannica also, thank you. And it is that communication. The Lord of, He's the mouth. Do you see here? Second point, as the divine personification of the fire of sacrifice, He is the mouth of the gods, the carrier of the oblation, and the messenger between the human and the divine orders. You know what oblation is? I just found, search for the meaning. If you're as bad as, I hope not, the thing presented or offered to God or a god without the capital G. A thing presented or offered to a god with a capital G or a god with not a capital G. So a thing offered, like a gift offered or something, fire. So this fire, this is why fire, God, when his sacrifices, even in some, I think they burn the candle in Christianity, or I don't know about what the Jews do, how they give their gifts and things, like what they do in their synagogues. I've never been to a Jew synagogue, never asked them much or anything about their religion. I'll have to read it and all that online. So, sorry, Jews, but this is in the Quran also. Moses, and the Quran really nails it, is exposing the lies of these one God messengers. So, the Jews would also want to kill me now. No, just kidding. Okay, a little bit of joke is allowed, I think. And this is what it is. So, why have I not come live here? What is this? Where am I? So, hope I can see myself here live. What I found here. Okay, this is, I'm live. So now anyone who hasn't missed me live right now wants to ask any questions. So they have a book, The Idol Worshippers Who Have Survived Up Till Now and Kept Their Idol Worshipping, maintained it. No other Greek god is there also, uh, but the Greeks left, and like I said, I think earlier that most Westerners and uh, Europeans went into this religion of Abraham, Moses, Jews, Judaism, and Christianity, most of them. And so I don't mean any harm to anyone. Uh, Recently, it wasn't at all making sense why these calf worshippers would be killed. For just 1 second, if you would, did I do this before on my live stream? Just 1 second. Maybe I'll recap the earlier live stream here. Waiting if anyone has any, or are we in a shock of some kind? Anyone has any questions? Let me just open my, so I don't miss here, my live chat. Box here. No questions. So, okay, just a little recap, right? Something that I was not able to say properly my previous live streams. Self-discovery of the truth and true religions and what true school of thought and right, my own discovery. I went discovering if God is so compassionate. Recently, and this has been there, like even as when I was a Shia, if God is so compassionate, why can't He accept the worship of idols? Or this is now the recent question, but before it was like, wouldn't He save idol worshippers even? Merciful, compassionate. Because so the answer that some Muslims would give me, because he can't accept lies against the true reality which he says he is, stated in the Quran Surah ayats, right? So these Surah ayats are there. I've put them down, some of them, that is the true reality. And he can't accept that anyone be associated with him, like we used to think, unforgivable. And then the calf worshippers were killed, or they were asked to kill themselves. Exodus in the Bible also, Old Testament, sorry, Moses' time, they were killed. So here in the Quran, and he can't accept that anyone be associated with him. So then I found out recently that since Allah is the Lord of the throne, right? We all agree, Muslims. Then why do we find in Surah Taqweer, verse 19 to 21, another messenger who has power, who has authority with there, but who we are told specifically, I think in 19th verse or 20th, no, in the 20th verse of Surah Taqweer, that the messenger has power with the Lord of the throne. Possessor of power, he's with the Lord of the throne. Are the idol worshippers doing this in defiance of the one true God reality? Recently, questions sneaked in. Left with Quran ayats and examining them about the idol worshippers, I found the statement by idol worshippers. I found the statement, our fathers are doing this. Sorry, not by idol worshippers. Oh, yes, it is by idol worshippers. Our fathers were doing this. So this is in Surah Baqarah. And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say, rather, we will follow that which we found our fathers doing. Even though So our fathers were doing this. Oh no, there's also another ayat in the Quran which didn't find. Sorry, the idol worshippers state that our fathers were doing this, and if God had willed, He would have told us not to make idols of Him. Another ayat which I missed, so I apologize for that. Okay, but the point, okay, another point here is that our fathers, we followed our fathers. And then this Quran ayat states that even though the fathers understood nothing, nor were they guided, is this fair? Now that we know, okay, those pagan idol worshippers finished, gone, we just have probably a few idols left or something, and not much of them. Or maybe an idol book is there, but not much that I know of, but I'll have to search it out. But more I can find out from the present idol worshippers, right? Hindus, Buddhists, and Jains. What is fire and what is the soul? What is the soul here? I found again here. Oops, no, not this. I found in Wikipedia. Where are you? Is this Wikipedia? No, it's world history. So I found in no, the Wikipedia. Yeah, here it is. Jainism. So this is Wikipedia now. Jainism thought Agni, fire, contains soul. In the ancient Jainism thought Agni, fire, contains soul and fire-bodied beings. So this is also in the theory of rebirth and a class of reincarnated beings. And and is discussed in its text with the equivalent term tejas. You know, the digestive system is the Agni, they say the Hindus. In the Vedas, I think, or somewhere. Where is it? This is also mentioned in Wikipedia. Please do your reading if you are interested. Agni decline. So the digestive system is related to Agni, our digestive system. Prithvi, along with space, water, air, earth, the five combining to form the empirically perceived material existence. Soma, Agni considered the mouth of the gods and goddesses and the medium that conveys offerings to them in a homa. He is conceptualized in ancient Hindu texts to exist at three levels: on earth as fire, in the atmosphere as lightning, and in the sky as the sun. The triple presence accords him as the messenger between the deities and human beings in the Vedic scriptures. Messenger between the deities and the human beings. The relative importance of Agni declined in the post-Vedic era as he was internalized, and his identity evolved to metaphorically represent all transformative energy and knowledge in the Upanishads and later Hindu literature. Agni remains an integral part of Hindu traditions, such as being the central witness of the rite of passage ritual in traditional Hindu weddings called, okay, this word I cannot pronounce right now, seven steps and mutual vows. In Upanayana, ceremony of the rite of passage, as well being part of the diya, lamp in festivals, such as Deepavali and Aarti in puja. Agni Pali, Agi is a term that appears extensively in Buddhist texts. So Buddhists have texts, Jains have texts, contain soul. Agni, fire, contains soul. So there's something here about the soul that I got that Agni has is related to the soul. Maybe that's why God didn't want to give us so much knowledge of the soul and what the thing is, spirit, because we would all then become what do you call it, idol worshippers, or you know, like so they have so much knowledge and their spirituality is very very high. So can you believe it? This always whenever I used to read my another very favorite or what is it? Surah Yasin. Oh, and another thing, remember these calf worshippers? I think they said that Moses has forgotten that this is his God, right? So there's an ayat which I skipped. So Moses has forgotten that this is the God. Anyways, the Hindus don't worship the fire. And you see, what got to me was the fire. That fire. They put their ornaments in the fire and it became like it came out as a calf, right? It came out as a calf. So as I was listening to my live stream day before yesterday or yesterday, just that fire, calf for worship. You've taken your calf for worship. Where was it? In Surah Taha, sorry. So I'll have to go to Surah Taha to show you where, I mean, my eyes were fire. So fire was the clue that I'm sorry to say that Moses, so Moses, um, I don't think I'll be following any monotheistic messenger, right? Surah Taha, verse 90. So this fire radiate. I don't know where it was here, but I just stopped. Certainly, Aaron has said even before, my people, you have fallen into error because of the calf. Sure, I know. So not this one. I think it was. Then he brought out of the fire before the people the image of a calf. You see this? 88. Which had a lowing sound. And they said, this is your God and the God of Moses. But he forgot. Oh, Moses has forgotten. You see this? So, and also they said, we broke not the promise to thee as far as lay in our power, but we were made to carry the weight of the ornaments of the whole people, and we threw them into the fire. And that was what the Samiri suggested. So the Samiri suggested to them this. You see, they put these ornaments in fire, Samiri suggested to them, and Samiri's soul, and the miracle by the Gabriel horse footprints. He had taken that, you know, what do you call that? Sand or whatever the dust from his under his hoof. So it was a miracle. Also that and this, that they put fire. So I needed to know more about the fire. Like, let me see what the fire is, what the idol worshippers say about the fire. So thank goodness the Hindus uh, have been following this for your ancient. This is your deity and the deity of Moses. Oh, Moses has forgotten. You remember that the fire, again, I'll have to go to those verses where it says, blessed is the one which is in the fire and around it. And God spoke to Moses through a burning bush, we are told in the, Old Testament, but also here it's implied that the tree and the, when he tells his family that he's seen a fire. So you wait, I'll go and see if I can find some guidance from the fire. Why does Moses say in Surah Taha that guidance? You see, it doesn't say I find some warmth or something. Does he say that in Surah Taha? Or does he say to his family that this is the beginning verses? So I'll have to go to the beginning. You see, he says, what's this? Did I put it? Oh God, this is so. Just when I want to be quick. Taha, maybe it is the 11th verse. So he tells his family, as the story of Moses reached thee, when he saw fire and said to his family, stay here. Indeed, I have perceived a fire. Huh? Perhaps I can bring you a torch or find at the fire some guidance. You see, these clues coming now. Now you understand, Nar. You see, it's not light. Although the Quran says that God is the light of the heavens and the earth. Surah Nur ayat, can't remember the number. Why does Moses say guidance here? Fire some guidance. Then Hudan. Huda is Huda. Huda is guide. Yeah, it's not Hudan. It's Huda because N is not pronounced in Arabic here. So Huda is guidance, and Huda is also whether Huma or Huda is the phoenix bird. You know the bird which burns, goes into ashes, and then comes back, reincarnation. Reincarnation. Huda. Huda is guidance, and I heard that Huda also means uh, someone knows Huda meaning. I mean, Quran meaning is there, but Huda also guidance. Hud. Maybe Hud means a bird. Doesn't mean the firebird. So this is how I do I just keep asking, and Hud. What is Hud? I mean the Surah Hud, but just Hud meaning in mythology and like that. Not is hood a bird? Hood, hood. Hood has been mentioned twice in the Holy Book. Hmm. Oh yes, with Solomon. Oh, maybe. So this hood is hoop. Oh, bird. Okay. So it could be this phoenix, the bird. Oh my God. So sorry, am I talking to myself sometimes? Now I'm a phoenix bird. Mythology, Wikipedia. Greek mythology, born again. Cyclically regenerates. Yes. So this is what Hafiz was meaning, oh wild deer of the desert. This is like, why do you want to, you know, we have not found such a thing. Oh, so Hafiz was telling us, where are you, O wild deer? You see here, but he talks about Khizr, Elias's, or Elias. Some put Khizr there, unless blessed feet of Khizr may come one day, and some put Elias there, or Elias, Elias. Anyhow, both loners lost with good office, so we would think he's a Muslim. Oh, sorry. I mean that this, but set up a trap if bait you drag. In reply, said I, keep a snare. But for the phoenix I shall dare. Asked how will you find its sign? We can't help you with your design. Like the spruce, become so wise. Rise to the heights, open your eyes. Don't lose sight of the rose and wine. But beware of your fate's design at the fountainhead, by the riverside. Shed some tears, in your heart confide. This instrument won't tune to my needs. The generous sun, and even calls it the golden sun, cruel. With spring showers hide the golden sun, with such cruelty cleaved with a sword, as if friendship was in full discord. Is Hafiz talking about the golden calf worshippers and Moses' people? Anyhow, I don't know about that, but I'm just guessing. Thank God he's not alive, where people could have killed him for what. It's like breaking a code, secret. I could never understand what Hafiz was trying to say. But now this part has become clear. For me, it's like, oh my God. I had this poem, but it was like, oh, wild deer of the desert, where are you? Receiving all of my care, are you? So, by another translator, I bought it from London when I was there. Both lost, loners, both forsaken, the wild beast for ambush have all wakened. Let us inquire of each other's state. So when Hafiz talks about this person who wants to know about, but for the phoenix, this bird, not person, this person wants to know about this bird, phoenix. I shall dare. Don't you dare, because then you'll be killed by the Muslims. You see, some crazy person and someone having wahi, you know, Prophet Muhammad coming in his dream or saying, kill this person. Very, very scary. This is like crazy stuff, all right? Crazy, cruel. So please don't follow your dreams if you think that Prophet Muhammad has come in your dreams or wanting to kill someone. Save lives. It's not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Please, please see. I'm trying to open your eyes. So we don't want any killings. You see, hear this verse for years. You know, you read. You say. We used to say we believe. We used to say believe that Surah Yasin is the heart of the Quran and Imam Hussein is the heart of Islam. I used to say, right? Some of us Shias, because Surah Yasin was called the heart of the Quran. Why Imam Hussein comes in, it's my own this thing. As I wondered if Imam Hussein, he must be the heart of Islam, this. So now you understand, but God covers it. You see, you go to the Hindus, you will get knowledge. That's it. Of what this fire is. It's there. It's here. Right? It's here. The same who produces for you, excuse me, the same who produces for you fire out of the green tree, out of the green tree. There's fire that comes out of the green tree. Which Quran ayat would have explained what this fire is? Which comes out of the green tree. When behold, you kindle therewith your own fires. So, okay, maybe like even the stone, like your friction, also try to do it with the stone and you get it. Fire out of the green tree. So they say, oh, there's fire in the tree. The more greener the tree is, the more fire there is in it, like that. And there's water too. But who can give it so? Now I understand. Agni is considered as the son of the celestial waters. If you read the whole explanation in World History Encyclopedia, oops, again I forgot to, sorry, whole history. Agni is considered as the son of the celestial waters. If you read the whole explanation in World History Encyclopedia, you will understand this ayah 80 in Surah Yasin. And I could say more, like this creator or manifester, or even like the uncreated spirit that you should all see and be the light within you and the authority. And like Dr. Susan Shumsky says, I'm the authority. I am my own authority. Right? Like that. So, and Jiddu Krishnamurti has said, be the light, be your own light. So if they had told us about the spirit and the fire, we would have known. And so is it fair now to say, you see, the same who produces for you fire out of what? Out of the green tree produces fire. Now I'm so you see, out of the green and kun fire kun. Okay, thank you. Before I get crazy and funny here myself, please don't kill anyone for this religion, for monotheistic, idol worshipping people. Don't kill them. Please, it's not important right now, or never was it. But to sit together and talk in a civilized manner, understand each other. Thank you so much. Any comments here? Let me see. No comments. Okay, thank you very much. Uh, Hope I've explained myself clearly. If not, I will come back later. Hope you understand what I mean and you see it. And that the best, maybe not leave the religion, but at least understand if you want to hold on to this religion, you don't want to question it, that how shall I say it, the Hindus, the idol worshippers, they have a lot of information and the Quran ayats have not been fair to them. Okay? So please don't kill them or, just make your, I would say, make your religion personal and accept accept differences, different religions, different way of, like Sri Ravi Shankar ji said very succinctly put, that the different paths to one truth, different paths. So let the different paths be and do not take lives because someone is worshipping an idol. Thank you so much.